And so today, the purpose of my life today, I wanted to talk about business mindset, and I actually wanted to kind of dedicate November to the whole November to the business mindset, because that was something that I was really struggling with when I started my own business. Because I came from corporate world, I worked in school, which is, well, not private, but it's a big organization. And then I worked in finance for a long time. So it was corporate. There was always a team of people. There was always someone behind me, someone before me, someone above me, someone below me. There was always someone. And I wasn't decision maker. And you have to keep yourself accountable to some extent, just do your job. But when I started my business, I was very lost, very much lost, because, and I realized that people saying, oh, you have to develop the business owner or entrepreneur mindset as opposed to employee mindset. And I just couldn't understand what it meant. What do they mean? What is the difference? So in November, I wanted to talk about what is the difference and how do you develop that, entrepreneur mindset. And today, I'm just gonna briefly kind of touch about the mindset in general, because we all love that word mindset, but what does it actually mean? What do you think the mindset means? How do you understand it? Because mindset is one of the words that people can understand in different ways. Like, let's say, a freedom or friendship. Sometimes you fall out with your friends because you understand friendship in different ways. Some people think that being a friend is just being there 24/7, and sometimes it's like, you call each other once a week, and meet up once a month, and that's enough. So the mindset is one of the things that people can understand differently. And so the kind of official description of what mindset is a set of behaviors, attitudes, and thought processes that prompt to make decision. So your mindset prompts you to make certain decisions. So what kind of decision you make, it all depends on your mindset. And when it says, it's a set of behaviors, attitudes, and thought processes. So basically, you think the thought, and depending on your attitude to that thought, then you behave in a certain way. So let's say if you think, I've got too much to do, but there's no one else, I've got too much to do. So if your attitude is that I am the only one that can do it the best, there's no one else that can do it as well as me, I don't trust anyone else. So that is your attitude. So what you're going to do, you're going to basically kill yourself working. You're going to burn out. You're going to be trying to do everything yourself. If your attitude is that, we all have certain areas where we're good at, your behavior is going to be to find someone who is good at that task and delegate it. So you can concentrate on something that you are good at and enjoy doing it. So you see how, depending on different attitude, we start behaving differently. It's the same thought with different attitude, therefore different behavior. So even if you're going to achieve your goal, you can achieve through different behaviors. So one is going to be, you're probably going to be happier and more rested and more fulfilled because you had time to do something that you enjoy doing. And if you gave the task to someone who enjoys doing it, there's going to be another happy person. Whereas in the first scenario, when you do everything yourself, you're going to be tired, you're going to be unfulfilled, you're going to be pissed off because you had to do it again. but there's no one else who can do it better than you, and so on and so forth. And there are so many things that, you know, is when you work for someone is kind of different. I know it's you have to always take ownership of your actions. However, it's different, and there are many things which I'm gonna touch when I'm go through. But the main ones, I think, the main difference is that when you own your own business, when you run your own business, you have to take responsibility for all of your actions. All, even if you have team, you have to take responsibility for your team's actions as well, because you are a leader, and depending how you lead them is how they do it. Responsibility, accountability, you have to keep yourself accountable. Growth, you have to keep growing. Curiosity, you have to stay curious. What if I'm going to do this way? What's going to happen then? What if I'm going to do this way? What's going to happen then? And obviously, you know, you have to learn from your mistakes. If you made a mistake, you class it as a learning opportunity, as a growth opportunity, and you learn from it. You embrace learning from your mistakes, and maybe some other people's mistakes too. Although, you know, people say we don't learn from our own from other people's mistakes. We wait for ourselves to make our own. But today I wanted to kick off that was something that really stopped me when I started my business, stopped me from going out there and selling my services. So this one is pretty much to do with selling. And I know that sometimes we find it difficult to sell. And when we find it difficult to sell, it means we are making it all about ourselves. We're making it, you know, to mean something about us. What is going to happen to me if I'm not going to make that sell? I don't have enough money. What is going to happen? How I am going to survive? What if I'm going to push now? If I'm going to ask them for money, what they're going to think about me? So it's not about them, it's about me. And normally, especially if we have a service-based business, like let's say coaching or therapy or any consulting, if you have service-based business and you are providing that service, you are the face of your business, you are, or if you sell something that handmade, that you made it yourself, a lot of those businesses, they grow from our passion. So let's say coaching, I discovered coaching, I tried it for my own good, and then it kind of developed into business because it helped me a lot. So I wanted to help other people. So I decided to be a coach, to become a coach and help other people. And a lot of, you know, most of the coaches are probably came to the business through that route, try themselves. And so when we come from that, because we're so passionate about that thing, and because we are provider of that service, we kind of start thinking about business as me. I am the business. And you are the face of the business. You provide the services, but you're not the business. You are not. Business is legal entity. Business is something that you created. Business is something that you have, you run. So if you think about the business as business is me, you will always find it difficult to sell, because it feels like we are selling a part of ourselves. We're selling our soul. And that never feels nice and right. It's like, you're selling a part of your soul to the devil. So you have to learn to separate yourself from your business. So the first thing, when I did my accountancy course, the first thing that, it was drilled into our head that the purpose of the business is to make profit. So your business, let's say, is there, and we always say, oh, my business is there to help people. The purpose of your business is to help people. And because you're helping people, you find it hard to ask for money. Because, in some mindsets, like mine used to be, if I'm helping, it has to be free. How can I ask for money if I offered help? So that's kind of, catch-22. But your purpose is to help people. You are helping people through your business, and business's purpose is to make money. So you have to separate where is you and where is business. And if you have a car, you don't become that car, do you? If you have a house, it doesn't mean that you are the house. If you have a pair of shoes, it doesn't mean that you're a pair of shoes. You just have them. Exactly the same is with the business. You have the business, you are the owner, you run it. You are not your business. And I heard a lot of people saying, especially in like a spiritual, world, you are your business. No, you're not. You're fucking not. You're not your business. Leave that somewhere behind. And you'll see when you're going to separate yourself from your business, you will find it much, much easier to start selling.